Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's Bitcoin analysis. We'll be starting on a higher time frame today and looking at the monthly chart, working down to the weekly, the daily, and ultimately the 4-hour chart as we look at this intraday chop that we've been seeing over the last week or so. When we look at the monthly chart, we see a very clear and clean test of this monthly resistance level here. You can see right now, obviously the candle hasn't closed. We still have about a week left on it, but so far it is finding resistance on it, and this perfect test has us butting right up against it at this current moment. When we look at the weekly chart, we get a little bit more detail. We can start to outline some support and resistance zones. Of course, the monthly candle is comprised of several weekly candles, so no surprise there. We see some overlap. Here again, here's the purple line that was the monthly resistance. And at the moment, the weekly candle, or the weekly chart rather, is rejecting this resistance zone here. When we look at the daily chart, we see a little bit more detail, and we can see, just like as we discussed in the last video, the weekly chart actually is comprised of a couple lower time frame daily retests. And right now, it's not looking the most bullish in the immediate time frame. Still macro bullish, but the intraday slash daily chart looks like it could stand to see some pullbacks. Let's talk about where we might go from there. When we look at the 4-hour chart, we see a few interesting levels here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The weekly zone outlined by this red box here and this red box here has been confining the trading range we've been bound by for the last 2 weeks ish, and we can see these clear horizontals marked by these black dashed lines. These were several points of support that ultimately failed. Again, we tried to reclaim it, and then we failed to hold the support. And now, after failing to hold support for, we can say the second, this is the first, this is the second time we failed to hold support, we're coming back up and retesting it from the bottom. And as of the time of this video, there's still 30 minutes left, but it looks like it's getting rejected. So let's talk about where it might go from here. If we do see a rejection of this zone, which it does look like we're going to see, we can expect to see a retest of this zone down here. The first immediate level is going to be 78.83. You can just say 7300s ish. This whole band of prices is most likely going to see some buying interest take place there, and once it enters into that zone, we'll have to reassess, obviously. But given the fact that we see this high spread candle and it's on high volume, and the buying response was pretty lackluster for the most part, and it couldn't even manage to close back above, it makes the most sense that we're going to come right off this level and come right down into here. If we don't hold this support level, well then, the level that I've been talking about for the past couple weeks now, the point of interest that we're going to be looking at is this zone down here. Right in here is, like I showed earlier, this is the weekly band of prices that has been support so far. We've seen it support once, twice in our current rally. So if we come back down here, I'm sure we're likely going to see some buying interest take place here. And the deeper we go, the more buying interest we're going to see. But again, we got to take it step by step, level by level. And so far, the next logical step is going to be a retest of this 7,200 to 7,300 price band right in here. If we do find support, well, then that's great, because that would mark our second higher low, and maybe we'll start to see some sort of triangular consolidation, but that's all speculation at this point. Right now, the point of interest is going to be, can we close inside this band of prices, and ideally close right here on the 8K 7950 level, and if not, then we can fully expect to see a revisit of these $7,300, $7,200 price band. Again, I got to reiterate this: if that level doesn't hold, well, then we're coming back down here. This is going to be the point of interest for the bulls, but we'll have to play it by ear, level by level. For now, the macro structure is bullish. Just a little bit of cooling off going on for the intraday traders, and maybe some profit taking going on, some eager shorts. But I'm fully expecting this again to come back down here into this level at the moment. That's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned. I'll try to update you guys next Monday or Tuesday. And again, keep an eye out for these price levels, because this is going to be the point of interest, and this is going to be the next immediate point of interest.